And we are back.
Took my line, Shawn. We are back, everyone. And with that, we've talked about the first top 5. We were on the Chargers, so if you guys want to continue on that, we still can.
Now,
what do we think?
Going back to talking about, you said Brock Bowers, and you're going to hear that name. The reason you're going to hear that name is because he is projected to be the greatest tight end prospect of all time coming through the NFL draft.
Bro broke his ankle, and 2 weeks later, he's playing on the field. Like,
he can block.
He's got that dog in him.
He can block. He can catch. He can run routes. He could do anything.
He's quick. Like, he's insane.
Honestly, I could see the Vikings trade up. They really need to. Honestly, I think that's their best case scenario. I'd say, why not New England? Trade up with someone even higher. Maybe try to get Jaden Daniels.
Or
even.
Drake May.
That'd be dangerous.
It would be. Because considering, I mean, their defense is really old, but it's still good.
Now,
at least it was before they got rid of Hunter.
I saw this other mock draft online where they said they could go with an offensive tackle, the Chargers, J.C. Latham.
I don't see that.
I don't think they should. Not an offensive tackle, not that early. Not if it's not Joe Alt, at least. Which, speaking of Joe Alt, you'll hear him later in this mock draft. But going back to what I was saying, Chargers could either go with a QB or they could trade. I think they should go with a QB. It's probably going to be Drake May, if they must. I don't have Drake May in my top 4, but he's probably number 5.
I thought you did.
No, I don't.
So you had J.J. McCarthy at 3?
Yes. I have J.J. McCarthy at 3.
I
think he's still a better prospect than Drake May.
I'm going J.J. McCarthy at 5, and he's going to go to the Chargers. Wait. My bad. I meant Malik Neighbors. Because I just said J.J. McCarthy, but they already have a quarterback, and they're not going to trade, so that's what I have. So I'm going Malik Neighbors.
The sixth overall pick belongs to the New York Giants. We've talked about some issues that they've had this whole year, and what do you guys think they should do to? You think Malik?
Well,
Rome wouldn't be a bad idea though. I really like that Rome. Yeah.
They. Really, over Harrison?
I would take him over Harrison.
Wow.
5 out of 7 days a week.
You don't hear a lot of that.
I'm taking Rome.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Rome as well. I think a lot of people only have him in the top 10 just because Harrison's, I guess, better. But as you've said, Harrison's stock has kind of went down just a little bit.
Yeah, he's falling a little bit.
But I just think that's overreaction. I still think that those are the top 2 wide receivers going into the draft. And Rome is going to be out within probably the top 6, 7, I'd say. So he's like a Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Ethan, what is your reasoning on Rome going high?
I say that because I feel like, unlike Harrison, I feel like with Rome, he's a better route runner. I think he's a little quicker than Harrison. And as I just said, Harrison's stock is going a little bit down. So that's why people's hype right now is kind of like, oh, but Rome. Oh, but Harrison. It's just the wave of the draft. It's just, which one do you really think is going to be the good one when it's all said and done?
What if they draft Penix?
Okay.
Giants could draft Penix in the second. I mean, anything could happen.
Let's be honest. The main, I'm not saying Harrison's a bad receiver or anything, but one of the biggest reasons why his name is so hyped up is because of his father.
He also proved himself.
He's proved himself. Yeah,
he definitely has proved himself. But his dad is another big reason why his name's high. Just like Frank Gore Jr., who is, I think, a hidden gem in this draft. Like, his name gets him there, but I mean, he didn't prove himself, unfortunately.
Right, and I see where you're coming from. I still think I still think there's a chance that he could take over Marvin Harrison at one point, Junior. At one point, like in this year even. You just got to pair him up with the right QB, really. And the Giants, they're kind of, but we'll see how that all plays out.
I want Rome to go 6, but I think Giants are taking Malik at 6.
That's what's projected, Malik.
I'm taking Malik at 6.
Now, here's an interesting one. This is where it's probably about to get heated. The Tennessee Titans have the 7th overall pick, and Joe Alt happens to be...
That's what they need. They need Joe Alt.
Yes.
Give
Joe
Will
Alt.
Levis a blocker.
As a Colts fan, listen, I want the Titans to fail. But if I'm being truthfully honest, though, as a football fan, they need to go for Joe Alt. I think that's
100%.
That's the right thing they should do. Protect.
I don't know who's Will's thrown to, but
with coffee, he drinks mayo with coffee.
I would say they got a good quarter. I would say they got a good running back, but Tony Pollard's washed.
You guys are going to hate this pick. I think the Titans are going to pick Joe Alt.
Oh, you're so funny, Sean. All right, let's move on to the 8th pick. I mean,
CBS has Alt as the second left tackle going into the draft.
Well,
what do you think of that?
CBS needs some new scout reporters or something.
CBS needs to put
they're
me
brainwashed. Dude is 6'8", like 300. You're not going by him, man. I mean, maybe I could, but like,
yes, on a good day,
wake up, cup of coffee or something. On a good day, probably.
I know one guy who could get past him.
They're saying
not you.
The
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack could get
Oh
past
my
him.
gosh, you and these former Bears players and everything.
Montez Sweat.
Maybe in the 2018
Sean, do you have a Khalil Mack poster sitting above your bed when you fall asleep?
It's not up yet, but I do have a Khalil Mack
poster.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, next is Caleb Williams. We're doomed for it.
I am getting a Caleb Williams jersey.
We're doomed.
It's almost set in stone now.
What if his number's like 14? Ugly quarterback number.
He said he wants to either wear 0 or 1, and I believe 1 has already been taken by Jalen Johnson, who changed his number. So
0 would be so stupid.
That's how much rings he's winning.
Bro.
I'm kidding.
That's how much the Bears have won in 20 years. Yeah, right? They don't have a ring. Yeah.
Yeah, about 4. It'll be 40 years next year.
Cody Parkey, Sean.
But anyway, moving straight ahead,
Cody
the Atlanta Falcons
Cody
have the 8th overall pick, and they're
I
according to mock drafts, they're supposed to get
the
Dallas
Falcons, so I
Turner.
hope they take like Xavier Worthy or something.
Xavier Worthy's actually
have him like I don't know, draft like.
See, I think he's a good pick, but not that. Worthy should not be that high. He's not worthy of it.
There's mock drafts that have Xavier Worthy going to the Kansas City Chiefs with pick 32.
I hope not. I will. No.
It doesn't matter. They're probably gonna win it again.
I mean, really hope not.
The Chiefs are freaking the Chiefs. Like they're not.
Chiefs just need to. I don't know.
They're just gonna win everything like they always do. So.
Yeah, they're gonna find a way anyway.
You never know. Anthony Richardson coming their way.
I know Richardson.
I mean, the Cowboys they're doomed for.
Richardson's him. That's all I gotta.
I have 2 favorite teams, and they're both garbage now. Cowboys trash, Warriors trash. Like
considering what's going on with Rasheed
like
Rice, they're gonna have to draft the receiver,
or if not, try to get one from free agency. Still, I mean,
who's really there? I believe Odell's there.
What do we know one?
Yeah, but you can build off from Odell, and then you can I don't know get some receivers from the draft.
Odell,
that's
he's really good at tearing his ACL
and not winning rings. Anyway,
he actually has won a ring.
Yeah, was he on the field for the whole game?
No,
he wasn't. I'm kidding, guys. But seriously, back to the Falcons. I think they need to work on their defense. I think the Falcons' offense is definitely on the rise with Bijan Robinson, and Drake
with
London.
What quarterback?
So
I forgot they signed Kirk. Yeah. I'm delusional.
Kirk Money Cousins.
He's also washed.
Here's not the one thing I gotta say.
He's actually
the Falcons' future is looking bright as long as they don't choke a Super Bowl game anymore.
Well, they're not going to make a Super Bowl, so they don't have to worry about it.
They're not even making the playoffs, man.
Yeah, not even playoffs. So
that
I got them taking
wide open. So
Dallas Turner.
Yeah, Dallas Turner's a nice pick, but I mean, who's to say maybe they don't go for another?
They draft the receiver. They're stupid.
Another linebacker. They need to build off of other things from their defense.
Dallas is the best edge in the league in the draft.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, obviously,
him or the UCLA guy Latoya Latu.
I'm gonna agree with Dallas Turner going pick 9.
You mean pick 8?
Yeah, pick 8. My bad.
Gosh, you're a Bears fan. You don't even know what they're picking at.
Yeah. Speaking of Bears,
and
the 9th
Jiminy
pick,
Christmas.
The Chicago Bears have the 9th overall pick. That's their second pick.
My prediction is they're gonna
picks.
sell and take like somebody trash.
Well, okay.
What
the Bears should do is they need to get an offensive tackle. That would be nice.
Take JC
Since
Latham.
Alt and JC will be gone most likely.
I don't think JC is going to be gone.
Well, earlier CBS had JC over.
It's also CBS.
Joe
When do you trust CBS with sports stuff?
Well,
I'm looking at ESPN, man.
Hey, I like their coverage with football. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo. Come on.
Their coverage is good, but
yeah.
Are the predictions good? They're like womp womp.
Iffy. It's iffy. You know. It's iffy.
See, I've heard
JC's going 9.
I've heard a
Rome.
lot of rumors of about 9, like Bears trading, Bears taking receiver, Bears taking lineman, Bears taking defense.
Bold
It's
prediction.
wide open.
Bold prediction. I think Bears, Falcons. I'm gonna change this. The Falcons are still gonna take Dallas, but I think Bears are gonna move up to 8 just so they can actually get JC, and then Dallas still goes to 9, or they trade up and they get Dallas Turner, and pair him with Montez Sweat, which would make a killer defensive line, and the Falcons get like simple pick swap, like maybe throw in a 3rd or 4th something.
Yeah, if you look at the Bears' defense after they got Montez Sweat last season, it was just like unbeatable.
It was here, and it went
not
up
unbeatable,
to here.
but it got better.
Yeah,
it got better.
It got really good.
Now, I think the Bears need to focus on their core issues, which has always been their offensive line. They've never been able to solve that problem because they don't focus on it. And
their offensive line wasn't doing that bad this year.
This year, they need to focus more on
You did not just say that.
I said
Justin
it.
Fields
Bears
was running for his life every single game.
The only reason why the Bears' offense was getting better was because Fields can run. If you put someone like Tom Brady or Rodgers who can't run out of the pocket, which I know we're moving out of that era of football.
Rodgers would purposely tear his ACL because he didn't want to be on the Bears.
Yeah, like I still think they got to fix their biggest issue.
Wouldn't you think that if he's a true competitor,
it's Aaron Rodgers.
Wouldn't you want to be on a team like that you could show that you could win with?
Yeah, like what Tom Brady wanted to do when he left the Patriots.
Rodgers
he went to the
just
Buccaneers because at that point it was a team that couldn't win.
I mean, he'd move up to be like, he'd like buy the team because he's the owner of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and now Jordan Love's the owner of it.
We're
passing the keys.
We went through.
Dak Prescott's going to slide in playoffs again and lose them the game against the 49ers.
What playoffs?
Oh, exactly.
We know we've been talking about this for the past 5 years. I know the Cowboys can't win in the playoffs. Neither can the Bears. Y'all double doinked and blew a chance at the Super Bowl.
The Cowboys right now?
Literally the 49ers.
You seen her jersey sales compared to the entire Cowboys team?
I don't care about jersey sales, dude. It's whatever.
That's Caitlin Clark. That's right.
Whatever. Steph Curry will always be better than her.
We'll see. We'll see in 10 years. On to our final 10th overall pick. The Jets currently possess that pick.
Rome Odunze.
According to the NFL.com, Rome Odunze is projected.
They don't need another defensive lineman, so Latu's not going to fall out the top 10. Give me Rome Odunze, number 10 to give Rodgers more weapons.
Give me Malik. I think Malik will get drafted.
Yeah,
by
I have
the
Malik
Jets.
going 6. So
that's where Malik will go.
Okay.
Really?
I think if the Bears keep that pick, I think it's wrong.
I have heard
I don't see why they would do that.
Things about the Jets as well. Considering that their team is just practically all around built, it's all on if Aaron Rodgers can actually play a full season.
Probably not, but it's okay.
I am going to say, with pick 10, they're not going to pass it up. Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I didn't mention
draft like Bo Nix.
I didn't draft. Come on, I didn't talk about Brock yet because I think Brock will fall out of the top 10. But I think that will be the thing that people or teams will regret the most.
Probably.
I'm not saying the Colts are gonna get.
Dude, what if
That'd
he's
be
just
great,
another
really,
Kyle Pitts in his mid?
Hey, every single
Kyle Pitts.
I don't think he's bad.
Mock draft
He's
that
not
I
on a
have
good
seen
team, that's why.
has him falling out of the top 10, like barely staying in the top 20.
To CBS?
And no, I've seen a lot.
Well, that explains a lot. Whew. Don't trust CBS, man.
Baylor
And
Bears.
just think of the San Francisco 49ers.
We're still listening. Uh-huh.
With round 5 at one point, drafted George Kittle. So there are hidden tight ends.
Yeah, but
within the
George
draft.
Kittle wasn't that good coming out of college. Brock was a beast.
But still, there's like really good hidden tight ends that they just need the right playbook, the right coaching, and they will be studs.
Kool-Aid McKinstry, number 10. I like his name.
Yeah, I like Kool-Aid.
It's because you like Kool-Aid cool.
But yeah, guys, so the NFL draft is tonight. One more thing I want to add. As you guys know, my Colts have the 15th overall pick. And according to NFL.com, we're projected to get Brock Bowers, which would be great.
Dang. Don't
No.
y'all got Big Mo?
Yeah, but he can block for Brock. block for block.
Dude, and you can have that Jelani guy blocking too. Those two are
exactly.
huge.
They're one of the best tight end blockers.
Bro, your run game is about to be insane if you get Brock.
JT,
oh no.
Pittman, and Brock is gonna and Richardson.
You never know. JT
insane.
doesn't know how to make it past the first 4 games.
If any of you guys are interested in watching the NFL draft, it starts at 8 p.m.
Eastern time.
Yes.
So 7.
So 7 our time.
Our
Don't
Indiana
forget,
fellow
the
people.
Chicago Bears have the #1 overall pick, and we'll just have to see everything that unfolds.
Or will they not?
And yeah, as
and
one
the
would
Cowboys
say,
are probably going to draft the random bum that is going to be trash.
that doesn't make it within 2 years of his contract. Anyways, with that being said, the Bears are indeed on the clock, even though you should know what they're probably going to get.
J.J. McCarthy.
With that being said, wishful thinking. All right. And with that being said, I'm Ethan Locke.
I'm Shawn.
And I'm Cole Fergie.
And we'll see you guys later.
If he says his last name, Shawn, you say your last